And there is the 960 challenge. So this is a lively position. I really hate the positions with bishops in the corners. I also hate the positions with queen in the corners. This is none of those. So I already quite like this. I don't know about playing e4 here. Normally, it's quite a clever idea to kind of develop your queen this early, and then hope to prevent black from playing e5 in reply. Yeah, I'll go with it. Like this would be my normal opening here. Yeah, returning to the Russian chess. So the fact that chess had this kind of a privileged position in society and was not looked upon as a game for loners and sociopath. I don't know what my opponent is doing here. This is now a free piece. You really aren't supposed to do this. Because chess had this very positive image, parents would happily see if their offspring, both boys and girls, but obviously more, it kind of was more aimed towards boys, even in those years. Outside of maybe Georgia, Georgia was a very like specific case where there was a lot of tradition of teaching girls to play chess, and this is why there was, such a consistent conveyor belt of producing, extremely talented female players from Georgia, like starting from Gaprindashvili and then Chiburdanidze, and then there's a long line of unbelievably strong Georgian women who have kind of defined the game for. I don't know what I'm doing here, honestly. Like, why is there now a rook b8 threat in this position? I'm lucky I have bishop a4, but I have played this horribly. I've kind of tuned out. This is the issue I've had for, a vast majority of all of these sessions, that if I'm a piece up by move 4, I just kind of completely tune out and stop caring. So this is, I think, the by far the most important reason why the Soviet chess school was so strong. It's simply that we were not losing talent. Because I think in the West in particular, with like the way chess was being viewed, a lot of kids which could become extremely good chess players never picked up the pieces, because it just wasn't something that you did. You would go rather into, some kind of athletic pursuits. And this wasn't an issue in Soviet Union. And it is, once again, we are returning to a kind of a state of affairs like this again. Maybe to a lesser degree, but we are once again seeing a lot of support for junior chess in Russia right now. As for names, I mean, obviously, of the people you have already heard of, people like Artemiev and Dubov are extremely strong. Andrei Yesipenko is a very, very big talent. There are younger kids, I'm sure, of whose existence I'm not entirely aware, but I think the future is reasonably bright. I went to the very last 2 sessions of the Kasparov-Botvinnik school, Buld. Botvinnik wasn't there anymore. Kasparov still was. Botvinnik was very old by that point, and he wasn't really part of the school anymore. By we didn't lose talent, I mean people were introduced to the game. Like you could argue that some of the most talented people who have been produced by the Soviet Union did not realize their talent fully. And I guess this is the context in which you're mentioning Nizhmedinov. But that's a different question. Like, somebody who is greatly gifted but did not become a world champion, or in case of Nizhmedinov, even a grandmaster. We can discuss why that happened, but what would be a real tragedy if somebody is, if somebody as gifted as Nizhmedinov never actually saw the pieces. That would be, uh, you know, that would be the real tragedy.